Hello and welcome to the season opener in Melbourne. Sorry everyone for the delay, we had some technical issues and we're now starting a race restart. And yeah, let's just say there was a red flag or something and a crazy fan just ran on the track, and now we have a restart. But we're here in a racing league called AeroDynamix RACING, and hopefully we're going to see some clean and fast racing. So as we go to 5 red lights, let's go here in Australia, and Brian get the top 4 get a reasonable easy start, but the Renault gets in front. But let's go 3 wide into the corner, but a racing point and stays on the front. As we see already some penalties coming in, and the Renault who came from 4th to 2nd. So we see Martin from P13 who lost 13 positions. The Red Bull of well, both Red Bulls at the bottom of the pack lost a lot of positions, especially Obliviate who lost 12 positions. But as we see the racing point of Brian, who already makes a almost 3-second gap to the second place man of Chris. Well, it just dropped down to 2 seconds. And then from second to 9th with Albion within a second. Oh, and the Haas went on the grass, went too wide, and lost 2 seconds to the McLaren of Drew. As we see Ferrari of Perg pitting probably for a new self tires. Oh, as we get a safety car. This will surely not help out Brian, who had a 3-second gap to Chris Almond. But some people going for 2 stops, which is definitely interesting, and maybe it might help them out if there will be a second safety car. We'll have to just wait and see. Well, definitely we already saw some really brilliant racing and some quite clean racing. Obviously there was contact, but as you can expect, there's always contact. With the field just bunched up, and Australia is quite a small track, so it's just what happens. Well, now Brian will have to nail the restart and hope and try to build the gap back again, and Chris will hope for us. He will try to probably I'm sorry. Yeah, and I would like to point out this is really my first time as a sole commentator. Usually when did co-commentating, and this is my first sole commentating. So hopefully everything will be good, and I won't stress too much. We'll see people try and warm up the tires, get the maximum amount of grip from the tires. As we see Ferrari pitting, serving a penalty, but that's a late call. That's a really late call, indeed. As we see the Alfa Romeo doing the same. Some really weird strategies going on, but maybe that's just their plan, or they just want to serve their penalties on the safety car. The safety car should go in this lap, so let's just hope for a clean restart and we won't see something like Mugello. Oh, as we see, I think that's Martin. Yeah, that's Martin who spun on the safety car. And, well, it sometimes can happen when you try to warm the tires, swerve around, and, well, it happens. But hopefully you can get back into competition soon. He probably will need to go to pits, change his front wing. Okay, now it's Brian who controls the pace. Let's see when he'll bolt out. Whoa, the Chris got a really good restart. He's already back at the gearbox of the Racing Point. Oh boy, he went just wide and hit the grass, and that might just be his chance over. But now he will have to look at his rear wing, rear mirrors at the McLaren, who's also caught up. But then there's a quite gap from McLaren to the Haas, already a second. Yeah, and then we'll have to just stay within a second, try to get DRS and try to line up a pass. Oh, or he might do it right now in the fast chicane. But just wait. Oh, as they go really close indeed. And Chris lost out quite massively in this. But he's still within a second. And the McLaren within 5/10. Let's see the penalties. Well, already Scooby got 10 seconds, as JH got 5 seconds, and Grisco got 5 seconds, but still reasonably still reasonable. Not a lot of penalties. As we saw Brian who got a fastest lap. Well, Kieran gained 7 positions, Ryan gained 5 positions. Both Renault and the McLaren gained 1 position. Well, Essex, Perry and Shade gained 8 positions. They'll definitely be happy with that. Okay, let's go back to the tires. As we see, Chris Armand lost he's outside the 1 second to Brian and will no longer have the DRS when the DRS is activated. We'll definitely will have to look at the rear. Oh, as we see a massive crash I think that was after this fast chicane. Yes. I, th I think there is, as I don't really know, because they don't really show it on the game, on the spectators mode. But we see a massive crash after the fast chicane. It's really easy to lose your rear end on that fast chicane. Well, you go really fast and then you go on that curve that's really bumpy, and it just may throw off the car sometimes. Yeah, and indeed it is a safety car. So probably a lot of people will try to now pit stop. I would say for the hards should last. Well, this will definitely give another chance to Chris. As they say, third time lucky. Maybe if he gets the same good restart as he did the first time, he might get a chance at Brian. Oh! As we just saw, Drew just lost it, and now dangerously coming into the pits. Well, he'll definitely be kicking himself for that. He just lost 2 positions. But these things happen, you cannot hate on them. These things really does happen quite often. I mean, you're trying to desperately warm the tires up, get as much grip as you can. And yeah, as we have to see, as McLaren really nailed it, double sack, 1 in, 2nd in. But Brian and Ekrem, the Haas and Kieran stayed out. Interestingly, let's see how this will play out. Yeah, the top 6 still needs to pit. Let's see how, maybe gambling on another safety car. Or I don't really think I think there's a cap of 2 safety cars per 50% race. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there is. So they will definitely have to do something big to open a 20-second gap for a pit stop, because this definitely is quite a risky strategy. As we see, not a lot of penalties. As you see, really clean racing. No. If I was racing, I'd probably get 50 seconds worth of penalties on a strict one, because I'm that kind of person. As you see, 2 more people just maybe hit each other on a safety car. Oh, that's quite a late call from Kieran to go to the pits. He'll definitely lose out on some of the positions because of this. Okay, let's see. Can Ekmerg make an impression on Brian and overtake him on the safety car restart? We'll just have to wait and see. I'm saying Chris has got a really big chance now. Yeah, he went on the hard tires, so he probably should go to the end, no problem. The hard tires should last. So he might get a chance if Brian doesn't make big enough of a gap, or doesn't come back on his second stint. Chris really got his chance. Well, he has to just keep cool, keep calm, and try not to make any mistakes, or just minimize his mistakes, and he may get this in his bag. But we still got 21 laps to go, so do not underestimate anyone. Yeah, now Brian is now the safety car, as they say, and now he controls the pace. Let's see when he'll bolt this time. Yeah, as we see, he bolted already. And he made a really good restart. He was 1 second in front as the Alpha Tauri will try to overtake, but it's just not enough room for two cars in one. Oh, now the Mercedes going on Chris, and he down the inside, easy move, but Chris still goes at it round the outside and makes a stick. Brilliant defender from Chris, but it did compromise in drill in exit, so he did lose some time, and now we have to look at the ring mirrors to see the papaya orange of the McLaren behind. Oh, as we see a hefty lock-up from the Adriel. Now he's maybe starting to struggle. Really sorry. Yeah, as we see, the McLaren of G got past Obliviate. And Ryan spun it into the pit wall. And thankfully he's still in the race, but we have to go change his front wing. That was quite a big spin. Hopefully the driver is okay. Probably is he's still driving the car. But he'll definitely lose out because of this. Yeah, there's this first safety car, so yeah, sorry, I thought there was a couple two, but there's not, so I apologize for this. So there's the first safety car, and this will definitely help out the top five. And let's see. Will he go to the pits? Yeah, now looking at it, if he goes now into the pits, as he does, he'll definitely lose out. He'll come out around... Well, he'll come out around 13th. So that's definitely gonna hurt him and his chances for the win. Well, he'll still have the fresh medium tires against everyone else, and let's not remember some people went on a two-stop, so he gained some positions there. But should have pitted on the second safety car, but there's still a chance. Yeah, he came out P7. Yeah, sorry for my mouth. Yeah, and it's Shade who's still gambling and still not pitted. Maybe he can make a 20-second gap to the second place man, Chris Amond. Possible, but it will definitely be really difficult. And as we saw how pacey Chris was before, it will definitely be a tough job. Yeah, as I see Drew, who was in P3, he had to make a second safety car, presumably for a front wing change or something. So he'll definitely be kicking himself after that. He was on the podium positions, potentially fighting for a win. But these things happen. It's Formula 1. As we go back to the tires. Yeah. So I would just like to go for the grid order after 12 laps. So yeah, so Shade is on first place, but still has to make his pit stop. Chris Ahmed, who's presumably going to the end with a hard tires. F1 Immortal, who's making a 2-stop because I don't think the medium will last another another 17 laps, which is a really big job for 27 laps on medium tires. I don't think they will last. Angel, who might do a one-stop from mediums, but will definitely be difficult. He'll definitely have to manage his tires. He's Obliviate. He's making he'll definitely make a second stop, as is Kieran. Brian, who might, yeah, he should go to the end, no problem. Ekmer, who definitely go to the end, as will SX Parry, as will Ice One, as will Drew, after who was P3. Well, let's not forget, probably feeling gutted after this. And Gresco, who's also going to the end. GH, well, he pitted for another set of soft, so he'll definitely have to go for another stop. Scooby and TS will go to the end, and will Ryan after that spin into the pit wall and causing a third safety car. So as we see Shade becoming the effective safety car, and let's see how he'll make his restart. Well, already bolted and made a pretty decent, really good safety car restart. 8/10. Well, the gap is quite dropping down. But the F1 Immortal dropped down really badly too, and he went wide on the grass, and the Mercedes Angel went past him, as did his teammate Oblivata and Kieran, and even Brian in a racing point. Definitely a costly mistake by F1 Immortal. As we see Shade almost has a gap of 1 second to Chris, and a 2-second back, as we see see a big lockup from Angel, probably maybe struggling. maybe Kieran will make his teammate a favor and attack the Red Bull. So, but the Kieran dropped down at 1 second suddenly, so he must have made a little mistake. But now, as we see, Obliviate might try and move right now. He's going soft against mediums. Wait. A shade made a over 1 second gap to Chris Amond, so he'll probably have this. Oh, as we see, what happened to Ice One? Did he crash? Yeah, I think he crashed. As you see on the map, he crashed on. Is that on a straight? Well, maybe he was trying to line up on me move on someone and just lost it on the straight. But anyway, still have Obliviate really close to Andrew. Oh, as Angel locks up, that'll definitely make. Thankfully for Angel, it's a really hard track to overtake, so it isn't easy job for. It won't be an easy job for Obliviate. Yeah, and let's see Shade, who's making a really good progress with 14 lap old mediums, but he probably will have to still pit, or maybe he's trying to gamble for and do a almost full race distance with the medium tires. As you see, Angel locking again on the same corner, potentially maybe struggling. Maybe he wore down his tires too much. Look, keep locking up. Yeah, and again another lock up from Angel. Let's not forget, every lock up will mean more damage to his tires, and it will make him more vulnerable to everyone else. As you see, Obliviate pitting. Yeah, that will move him way away from the points. Is that a bad executed strategy, or just try to gamble on something that really didn't happen? But sometimes gambles work out, sometimes doesn't. It's like a game of poker, but F1. Yeah, and Brian will try to line up a move on Kieran, who's really trying to work his way up back, work his way up back, work his way up the order. But he definitely lost out a lot on this left-hander, on this fast chicane. Oh, and went a little too wide and onto the grass. Did Brian. We want to see the Alfa Romeo of TS Alex, who spun it on a fast chicane. Well, these things happen on the fast chicane. It's really easy to, as I said before, to spin it and hit the wall. thankfully he's still in a race, so he can still race. Oh, it goes wide. We'll have to go change his front wing. But hopefully he can stay to the end and grab some competing points. Oh, I'm really apologize, but I missed as ex-criminal the Haas in P5 who got past Brian. Really sorry for missing it, but well, Brian isn't looking that fast as he did on soft tires. Let's see Shade doing wonders with his 16 lap old mediums. As you see some yellow flags. Yeah, presumably True has quit from the race, and Rain, well, can't see it, but yeah, but Ryan has spun it. Yeah, Ryan has spun it at the same place where the Renault of Martin, the Ferrari of Perg, and Ice One did. If I remember correctly. Oh, as we see another spinner. Oh, that's ex-Kremerg. He was in P5 and now he'll lose out. He'll feel gutted after that. Could have grabbed a lot of points for the team. But it's quite a difficult track. The walls being really easy, and some corners that's really easy to just lose it. Or as we see Brian going wheel to wheel with Kieran, and they're still going at it, wheel to wheel stuff. But Kieran manages to hold on. And Kieran is going to the pits, and Brian into P4. Now we have to try and get a 6-second gap to Angel, which is definitely not an easy thing to do. But if we can, if he can get the same pace as he had on the soft tires, then who knows. Yeah, as we see a three-way fight for P6 position, Obliviate, Ekmerg and Scooby. The two Haas teammates will try to work together to hold up Obliviate and potentially try to fight a little, or maybe there's a little team radio going on, some strats, so Scooby can let the fast one by. Yeah, as we see Scooby let Ekmerg through, as I said. Some teammate strats going on. Definitely a smart thing to do, as we see Obliviate going into the pits. And JHS and Shade. It's Chris who leads the Australian Grand Prix, with Adrian in second and Brian in third. As you see, that's a virtual safety car. I think I missed it, but I think SX Perry, who is one of the 4 now, there's a whole list of people who lost it on the fast chicane. What's a common thing? I remember myself who on a racing league I was a leading a race, but I just dropped it on that exact fast chicane. It's really easy to do. Still got it from that. Could have been my first race win. But hopefully I'm better at commentating than I'm in racing. As you see, Chris going wide. And so did Angel. And Angel going into the pits. Probably feeling too much, not enough tire grip anymore. So it's back it again with Chris and Brian, the top two, looped round. Let's see the penalties. Yeah, as you see, Scooby got 9-second time penalty, so well, he will finish in P6, swap places with Angel, so definitely won't help him out. As Oblivion got 5 seconds and will drop back from F. Well, the two Red Bulls will just swap places. And 3, well now 6 from Gresco. As we see, Angel going past Scooby. Probably didn't fight it too much as he's got a 9-second penalty, so we have to just keep that gap from Kieran. Well, Kieran will need 4 tenths, 5 tenths in order to be in front of Scooby. Scooby's quite struggling, as he already 2.8 seconds behind Angel. Well, let's not forget Angel is on the fresh new soft compound tire, so that's the mechanical grip difference for you right here. Well, there's definitely some, as we see Angel who's closed up to Xkurg and might get past and take P4 away from Xkurg. Oh, as we see Angel going past the house of Xkurg. As Xkurg who lost it. But did the Angel overshoot it on Xkurg? Well, Xkurg is going to the pits, so everyone should gain. A lot of people should gain some free positions, but Shade, but Shade, remember I counted him out at the start on P3 after he had to go to pits late, so that strategy definitely worked out for him. As he gained 13 positions, that's extraordinary performance from him. Definitely did the right strategy. So as we see, pitting late was the best option. As you see, Kieran, who gained 8 positions, he'll definitely be happy for this. Scooby. It's Scooby who gained 5 positions. He also should be happy with this. F1 Immortal is now... oh no, sorry. Well, Oblivion, it's pitting again. Probably potentially got some damage. No, it's just a tire change. Interesting. As we see, F1 Immortal also going into pits. What are the Red Bull guys doing? Did they borrow some strategy books from Ferrari? Potentially. Well, I see X-Comer, who's definitely will want to forget this race. He was starting in P2, but now he's in last spot, and well, this just speaks to himself. That's not a good day for X-Comer, and will definitely want to forget as soon as possible. So but I'm still shocked on how Shade just made a perfect strategy and had a good consistent pace throughout the Grand Prix, and he's gained from P16 to P3. That's extraordinary. Potentially my driver of the day, but there's a lot of driver days and a lot of, well, people who like to forget their day. As we saw a lot of as we'll go change it to, well, we'll see. JH made 5 stops and still in P8. That's a really good performance. TS made 5 stops in P10. Oblivion made 4 stops in P9. Corisco makes 4 stops in P7, and Angel, no, I mean, sorry, Scooby, who's in P5 and made 3 stops. That's really good. So you see Scooby, but Scooby got that 12-second penalty as Corisco goes 9. 3 seconds for JH. Obliviate's got 5. TS got 14 seconds. That's my level of penalties right there. F1 Immortal first 3 seconds, and X-Kermerg. As you see, Christament, Lapin, Pure Ekremerg. And hopefully Ekremerg will definitely get a better race next week. So let's speak out about the race itself. It definitely was an interesting race. We had 3 safety cars, a virtual safety car. We had a lot of crashes, and 6 in total crashes, in which 5 of them is on that fast chicane. Oh, as we see, oh no, that's Andriel. He spun it. That's gutting for him. He was running in P4, could have had some amazing points. Poor Angel. As we saw a lot of spins, a lot of crashes, a lot of front wing changes, a lot of different strategy, which is always welcome. As I love to call it, a rainbow field, as everyone all around the field got different tires and different strategies, and some really high highs for everyone, some really low lows for people. personally, Shade, amazing performance. Well, he just caught up to Brian. She made that 12 seconds, but will this happen? Well, it is about this man, Chris Hammond himself. Didn't make a mistake, made the right strategy as he's going to the checker flag and wins the season opener in Melbourne. Brilliant performance for Chris Hammond. But who's going to win as... Oh, Shade! Oh no! Shade spun it! Will he manage to recover quickly enough? But it's Brian P2, but after the strategy, it's going to be Adriel on podium after 3 stops, I believe. But it's not, it's going to be Kieran, I think, after the... We'll have to see after the penalties. No, it's Shade still hanging on to after that spin. That was really close from him. Real close. Probably maybe done it on purpose for some, you know, style points. As Richard Hammond always like to do. Well, it's brilliant performance from a lot of different drivers. I'd say my as they going back to the Parc Fermé and get a taste of that champagne, it's Chris Hammond who wins and grabs 25 points, and it's Kieran Barr who's the driver of the day, selected by the viewers, as he gets the celebration. Renault Racing Point and AlphaTauri podium, something you don't really see in real F1. It's for the so congratulations Chris Hammond, great performance, and congratulations to everyone for competing and trying their hardest. I would say my personal driver of the day is Shade, who was on a great P16 and managed to get on the podium. Amazing performance from him. But it's over. This was definitely this was definitely a really interesting race, and always on the edge of a seat I was. And hopefully everyone enjoyed this race, and be back again on the Thursday, because this is a two race per week league. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this, and I'll see you on Thursday.